think one thing you brought up yesterday when we were having ice cream was like the innocence question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was the exact wording for it?
Yeah, it was more of like the concept of worrying about what will take your child's innocence away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, I feel like you've been like so many close calls with you recently.
Yeah, we've had too many.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Share.
Oh my God.
Here's some crystal stories.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what it is in life. It's just like catastrophe. I guess, okay, there's like, of course, always school shooting situations. We had a situation at Norris School where there was somebody nearby and they had to do a lockdown. And, you know, we were worried. We went to pick her up that same night, you know, and that was around the time there was the school shooting in Texas. And we had to sit her down and her teacher was going to have a drill the next day because of it and all of that. So we knew we had to have the talk with her, and we did. Me and her dad came together. We did a pizza dinner, and we just we didn't do it from a place of fear, but we did it from a place of like safety. You know, this is why sometimes people are angry, and when people are angry, sometimes they want to hurt other people, and sometimes they do this, and this is why you do the drills at school. And we kind of let her control the conversation. Do you remember the drills? Do you know why you do the drills? And then we filled in the gaps from there. But just having that whole talk automatically takes the innocence away because now, she knows there are people out there who have this ill intent, this intent to harm. And now you have to watch your back. So at only 6 years old, she knows that she has to watch her back and that she has to watch her surroundings and help her peers, and that she knows she has to question her peers, which is really unfortunate. She has to question everybody's intentions, if they're good or bad, and that sucks. Yeah. Like that in general, that's terrible. So that's the biggest amount of innocence. And it's not our control. Like we didn't choose this, obviously, but we can't keep them. We can't save them from it. Yeah. So
And for me, it happened when, well, not for me, but for Jordan, it happened during Jordan's move, with Steph's move to Arizona. They got this really shady moving company. It was like, it cost them, they gave her an initial rate, and then it came moving day, they hiked the price up, and they already had committed because they put money, and then they went all the way to Arizona, and then they shook them down. They asked for another $2,000. They're holding their shit.
Crazy.
And it was all just Steph and her grandparents and Jordan. And it was Steph had to come up with $2,000 to get their stuff back. And also once they got their stuff, they broke their property.
Wow.
They stole his savings piggy bank. They stole some of his Legos and some of his Pokemon cards. And then this company has had a whole bunch of negative reviews already in all the places. I don't know how they're still in business. And then Jordan was like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Like, why would these adults who are supposed to help our stuff take our things, what belonged to him?
Yeah.
So it was.
It's out of our control.
Yeah, it was frustrating and just still. Yeah.
That's a rough one, and there's a lot we can't control in terms of their innocence, but there's a lot we can control because, one thing I love, and both of us have this in common, are that we are, raising our children in split households, but these are happy kids. I think when me and my ex decided to split, all our family on both sides were terrified. Like, oh no, this is going to be the worst thing in the world. Yeah. And both of us knew. Like, we're just like, I at least definitely knew. I was like, watch. Wait, what does Usher do? Watch this. watch. Yeah, like, they're happy kids.
They assume like they have both parents have to be physically there, but in reality, they just need to be like emotionally there. Because I know if Steph and I stayed together, the arguments being as bad as they were, they have seen that, and then Jordan has seen us argue, and Jordan doesn't want and he kids are sweet. They try to mitigate and they try to stop it.
Like that's what could have taken their innocence had we not taken the step.
Yeah, that the parents could have been the ones that already.
So yeah. Yeah.
Nova already, at 2, she was already like telling us, hey guys,
Oh yeah,
no yelling.
yeah.
And then
that,
she continued,
in that you don't want. And I mean, like, as parents, we all know, we've all been there. The first years are the hardest. Couples always argue the most when the kids are young. I mean, that's just a known fact. But there's so much more that factors into when adults finally decide to go their own ways. And for us, that time did come. And but we agreed. Daughter comes first. Raising comes first. And we co-parent. We do family vacations still. We do dinner nights, movie nights, go for walks, you know. This little girl would never, she doesn't understand what separation is in the way we grew up understanding, because, you know, my parents were separated, and, you know.
That often means, like, one parent ends up disappearing.
Yes, and it's just drama, you know, even and when those parents come together, it's like angst and, oh no, you know, there's going to be a fight out in the street just because there's a drop off, you know. No, like the way she sees it, I got 2 of everything, and, you know, her parents are just super happy and they're friends, and, you know, like, she doesn't understand that this is actually, like, what people used to deem as a negative. She doesn't know that. She will probably never understand that this was, like, used to be something that was frowned upon. She's just living her best life, having fun, and we co-parent very well. But that was a big fear. You know, it took a long time of concern of, is this going to take away her innocence? Is this going to ruin her life?
Yeah.
And instead, it made it much better, I think. I think everyone knows.
Think so, yeah.
You know, I think everybody kind of can see, like, wow, like, this little girl's got love coming from every direction, and we're both, you know, energized and not batting heads, so that when we come and we parent her, we're just, like, you know, powered up. So it's good.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating for split homes in any way. I see this on social media all the time, and they're like, are they advocating for being, like, divorced and being single parents? No, not advocating, but just saying if it is a fear that's gonna be what takes away their innocence, it doesn't have to be. It is what you make it, you know?
As long as both parents want in, they're going to make it work.
Takes 2 to be willing to make it work. Absolutely.
Yeah.